Hey, what's up guys, Adam Lobo here and you're watching Adam Lobo TV and welcome to Ask Lobo version 6. Just like the amount of European titles Liverpool has won. Now first of all, Selamat Hari Raya to all my fellow Malaysian subscribers and of course Eid Mubarak for the rest of the world who are watching. Now since it is a holiday where you might be sitting with your family and friends, hosting or even visiting, I thought it would be a great time to do another Ask Lobo video where I'll answer your questions which you have submitted on my previous Ask Lobo video and also the YouTube community tab. So let's get this rolling. Now first, John Philip L. Ortega asks, iPhone or Pixel? Pixel. Why? Because he has stock Android and he also has a better camera in my opinion, and because money does not grow on trees. Dab for you asks, is it better to get an old flagship phone or a newer lower mid-range phone? Now that's a good question, as a lot of people have asked me that. Well, if it's the phone's performance and it's the cameras that you seek, go with one generation older flagship as it usually has higher end specs. But if you guys want a phone which has a really good battery life, aim for a mid-range phone as they usually have better battery due to its lower screen resolution. Wah Kambing Golek asks, what is your current daily driver and let's watch the Champions League finals together. First of all, my current daily driver is this phone, the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. And if you haven't watched my full video review and why, I will link it down below. And sorry man, I did not watch it with you, but yes, we won. Blonde Deep asks, what do you do on a daily basis other than tech, and where do you get all the money to buy all of this tech? Hey man, if you follow me on Instagram, I absolutely love to go to the gym every day, specifically in the morning before I start the day. I do about a 20 minutes of cardio while watching tech YouTube news and then about 15 minutes of weighted exercises. I also really love music and performing, and it's still my number one love before YouTube. And I actually used to record a behind the scenes recording session of my second album. And if you guys like to see that, I'll put it down at the description below. Now in terms of money to buy tech, my camera gear is bought slowly over time. I'm still using the GH4 for close to 3 years now, and I just got myself a new camera, and hopefully that will bring my video quality from here to all the way here, hopefully. Then as for the tech that I review, like smartphones, I usually review unit. So I review them and then return it to the companies, so that is why I don't do giveaways yet. And as for the other items like headphones, speaker and of course smart home stuff are sent by the companies, which they allow me to come up with my personal opinion, which is why I love this industry. And some I buy it for myself, like I recently bought the Google Wi-Fi, which I'm planning to review really soon. So there's your answer. G. Denovin asks, what are you doing now and is this your day job? Hey man, I absolutely love what I'm doing right now. There isn't a time where I felt like I wanted to quit. And yes, this is my current day job to review all this tech for you guys. And I do host or MC events and I still do music, so thank you for the question. Sebastian Sauce asks, how often should one change their device? Now great question, I believe you mean smartphones, right? Now I would say once in 2 years. Why? Because phone cameras constantly gets a better upgrade per generation. So I think it's still a better idea for you guys to change. Instead of going one generation apart, go for at least 2 generations to have a significant upgrade to what exactly that you are using currently. Now Afiq Kushairi asked, would you rather have 1 million non-active subscribers or 10,000 active subscribers? Now here's another great question, as anytime I would prefer 10,000 subscribers with active subscription and active people, while it is great to have millions of subscribers as a portfolio to get the attention. But for me, what's the point when they don't even interact with you? And that's the reason why I'm very against buying followers, likes or even subscribers. It's like, why bother having those numbers when the engagement is low? And I feel that that is really important, like you. I love your engagement, man. Thank you for engaging. Now, what's your opinion on the Malaysia Baru? I'm not a political guy, so I won't answer that, but thank you for the question. Sue En Neo asks, how much does your haircut cost? That's a good question because I'm actually sponsored by this amazing brand called True Fit and Heal. which is the classiest and the oldest barber in the world. So I am really blessed and fortunate not to spend a single money on my haircut and shave, but I always do tip the barber. Always tip the barber. Then Owen Frost asks, what do you think of the Huawei and the Donald Trump issue? Do you think that Trump is doing the right thing? Well, a lot of people has asked me this too, so I might as well just say it over here. Again, I'm not into politics, but I think it's pure rubbish that he had to go down like that. I mean, if he says there is a security breach and even security concerns that Huawei has been doing, then prove it. There absolutely isn't. Now, it is great that it does not affect current phones right now, like the Mate 20 Pro is reported to be under the beta testing device for Android Q, so that's nice. But this whole drama and issue is definitely not good for any parties involved. Which means that if you can't do business with Huawei, it also means that you have less customers, and less customers means no money. And yes, money does not grow on trees again. And Huawei is not a tiny company. They are quite huge, and they're already working on their own OS for quite a while right now. And if I was an app developer, I would know there is still Huawei users out there, so I would still make apps even though it comes in a different OS. And all of this is not good for the tech industry and tech fans like you guys, so hope this gets resolved really soon. Next, Adri Kim asks the same question with a follow-up, what is my PC setup? Now, I don't use PCs, I use a Mac with Final Cut Pro 10 as my editing software. I use the late 2017 highest end spec, where I plug in with my USB-C UHD ultra-wide monitor from LG, which I've done a video review, which I'll link it down below as well. And also stay tuned for a full new desk setup coming out really soon. Now, final two more questions, and Hazik Sunan asks, do you think that is worth changing due to the Instagram stories quality, and does Pixel phone have better image quality than other Android phones? Now, you have a really valid point and concern, my friend, because yes, due to Instagram's compression and trying to be compatible with so many Android skins, it is a really tough job if you look at it from an Instagram's point of view. Now, I think you should not switch to iOS just because of that, because there are two phones which works very well on Instagram right now without any issues. One is of course the Pixel phones which I've tested, and the other is my daily driver, which is the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus, because the front camera comes with a UHD 4K video recording, and there is even a dedicated Instagram mode built in within the camera app, where after taking a shot, it'll immediately upload it on Instagram for you guys to edit it and also post it at the same time. So yes. And lastly, Kavin Raj asks, what are the challenges that you face as a YouTuber, getting smartphones late and competing with other YouTubers as well? Now, this is a really good question, my friend. Firstly, time is the biggest challenge. As I mentioned, I alone script, plan, shoot and edit every video that you guys see. So having time for friends and family can be quite tough and challenging, and you're absolutely right about getting smartphones late. I still haven't even got my hands on the OnePlus 7 Pro since it was released, so hopefully I'll get it really soon. Now, in terms of competing against other tech YouTubers, I don't see it as a competition at all. I see them as friends within the same industry, like some tech YouTuber people in Malaysia.
I can't connect to the Wi-Fi network. Go to network settings on this device.
Like I'm friends with some tech YouTuber people in Malaysia, like the guys from Soya Chinchao, Lau Yat, Wiser, and of course individuals like ZY from ZY Production, Emmanuel, Fazli Halim, and Jason from Smash Pop, to name a few. And I even have some tech YouTuber friends all the way from India, which I still stay in touch quite often, so shout out to India, I love you guys. And I also keep great contact with US YouTubers like Armando and Kitty from Atola Visuals. So yes, great question, and because of this great question, you will win this video's tech giveaway. Since I love smart home stuff so much, let me see what I have. There you go. The Xiaomi Mi LED Smart Bulb, white in color. So DM me on Instagram and send me your name, address and telephone number, and I'll send this over to you. Alright guys, that's all for today, and before I go, I want to say a huge thanks to you guys as I'm reaching almost 20,000 subs. Not a big deal for some, but I just want to say that I appreciate it, And I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. And I also like to give a special shout out to the guys like Blonde Deep, John Phillip, Sadiq and many more for constantly commenting and interacting with me at the comment section below. Now in terms of channel updates, stay tuned for some setup videos like an audio, desk and even a total smart home setup. And other than my usual smartphone videos, let me know what you guys would like to see more in this channel at the comment section below. And if you have any other questions to ask me, be sure to also comment down below with the hashtag YoLobo. Now aside from that, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Selamat Hari Raya and Eid Mubarak. This is Adam Lobo and I'll catch you guys in the next video.